Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome to another video log updating you what exactly has been going on for the last couple days. You know, what's going to happen with the website and everything, and you know, some other stuff that's just generally going on in my life. So I'll get right into it. People are apparently pretty stoked about the idea of me creating my own website. I got tons of comments and tons of email messages, and you know, tons of Facebook messages and YouTube messages, and people are calling it a grand revolution, and you know, the split from YouTube, and people are pretty excited from, you know, what I've gathered, and that gets me really excited. I mean, I've got hundreds of messages in my YouTube inbox that I haven't gotten around to viewing. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, but just seeing that overwhelming support was really heartening to me, and really, you know, affirmed that this is something I could actually achieve. This is something I can actually do. But if you have messaged me, understand that I've got a ton of messages, and it will probably take me a while to get back to you. Also, you know, school's kind of ramping up. I've got two major projects I gotta finish before the end of the month. I've got a big business project I gotta finish, and I've got to finish my documentary on the history of Russian choir, which I will post on YouTube when it's done, but it's my final project for psychology of music. Sorry, never mind. It would take too long to explain what the hell I'm looking at and why I'm worried. Anyway, now basically, okay, sidetrack. Basically, the cat, as always, is determined to figure out what I'm doing and determined to intervene in some way with what I'm doing. And I'm charging the camera right now, and the cord is hooked a long way and kind of suspended, you know, onto this table here. And you know, if he knocks that cable over, it would be disastrous. But he's gone off somewhere. Anyway, back on track. School ramping up. Really got to focus on that and get that finished, because school is very important to me. It's pretty much always been my #1 priority. So I got to focus and get those two projects finished, and then I can really, you know, swing into full gear on this. But in terms of the website, I'm working on sort of a written proposal and a written kind of direction, and just kind of getting everything that I want done and need done, and you know, what kinds of people I need to do this, all written up, so it's not all floating around in my head. I've got something on paper that I can give to people and really, you know, actually organize this in a clean and professional manner. You know the Beatles lyric, right? You say you want a revolution, but I'd love to see the plan. Well, I'm currently writing that plan. And so stay tuned for that. Once I get that done, I can start, you know, really getting people to, you know, I really start dictating what I need done, and, you know, move from there. Also, I got a very important message over Facebook from Shams at Paradox and Press Relations, and he said, he watched my video log, and he said that, you know, if anybody helps out, we could potentially, you know, nothing is definite, nothing is confirmed, but he said we could potentially, you know, hook you up with some free Paradox games. So, you know, now you're not just helping out of the goodness of your heart. We might be able to hook you up with some free games. So that was very cool. Another thing that just, you know, made me so stoked to do this, and you know, to see that I've got, you know, so much support behind me, including, you know, support from, you know, this company that makes these games that I really enjoy, and I know a lot of my fans enjoy. Just makes me so happy to see all this. And kind of adding to that happiness, did you see that segue? That was pretty awesome. Anyway, adding to that happiness is the fact that it's my birthday on Friday. On the 19th, I'll be 21, so I will be legal drinking age in America, even though I've been legal drinking age in Canada for about, well, it'll be 3 years now, because you only need to be 18 to drink here. It's not a right. I exercise very often. You know, generally my rule is I'll drink if someone buys the alcohol for me, but I feel that I've got a lot more, you know, there's a lot of things on my list of things I'd like to buy, you know, before alcohol, so I never really, get around to drinking. Anyway, but on Friday I'm actually trying to, well, my girlfriend is actually supposed to be organizing it, but we're trying to get a bunch of people together to, hang out and celebrate and everything. And actually, if you do live in my area, you're more than welcome to come. If you live, in sort of the Fraser Valley of British Columbia. Actually, if you do want to come, send me not a YouTube message, send me a Facebook message, and I can give you the information if you want. So if you live here, or in this area, you're more than welcome to come along. But a lot of people have been asking me, what do you want for your birthday? And I already got Black Ops for my birthday. Someone bought it to me and gave it to me over Steam, which was pretty sweet. Pretty awesome game. Actually, I was thinking about this because I intend to do a review of Black Ops, but I was thinking about this because in the multiplayer, you get points for, everybody knows the formula. You get points for killing people, but you get additional points when you do certain things. But I found something odd, that if you rescue a teammate, you get, 50 points, added on to, the 100 points that you get for killing. But also, if you kill enemy after they've killed your teammate, you also get 50 points. So I'm thinking about the morality of this, because I've still got ethical, philosophy on the brain, and I often overthink stupid things like this anyway. That essentially what the game is saying is, saving a teammate is 50 points, but letting him die and then killing the enemy after is 50 points. So essentially that teammate is of equal value to you, whether or not he's dead or alive. Essentially, the game is saying it doesn't care whether this teammate lives or dies. You're still going to get points anyway. You're still going to get the same amount of points, but it doesn't matter if he's living or dead at the end of the skirmish. Anyway, besides Black Ops, what I really would like is some money to try and get this website off the ground. And I mean, I'm not like asking that everybody give me 50 bucks or something like that. I mean, if everybody just gives me $1, that would be more than enough to actually get this whole shindig going. And I'll leave the information of, if you want to send me some money over PayPal, which is probably the only way to send me money, unless you actually want to like mail me a check or something like that. And if you actually want to do that, send me a Facebook message preferably, because my YouTube inbox is really overloaded right now, and I could give you my mailing address. I'm not going to say it out on a vlog. Anyway, PayPal is definitely the best way to do that if you feel that you want to give me a birthday present and you want to put in some money into getting this site all up and running. Also, if you for whatever reason, don't have money, I'm just glad you're there. But another thing I would like is to get my own Wikipedia page. And this is something I wanted for a while, but I have no idea how to create a Wikipedia page, and I don't know, I think it might be kind of weird if I did it myself, but if, a group of fans could get together and actually, make a Wikipedia page about me, that'd be pretty awesome. Because I know a lot, it kind of be like, just kind of another feather in my cap, so to speak. I don't know how to create one. Everybody's edited a Wikipedia page though. Everybody, does it once because they can, so they'll go to a article and write something stupid. Every time, or a lot of times when I go to like the Hitler article, that one's always really massacred. Like someone at the start of the article will put like, Hitler was a giant jerk and he killed lots of people. You're like, thanks buddy. Really needed that information. Really critical. So that would be pretty sweet. And besides that, I can't, surprise me if you when they give me something, surprise me. But if you don't, that's okay too. I'm just glad you're there, and I'm just glad to have your support. So, I think that's basically everything I wanted to say about the website. My birthday coming up. So yeah, just a quick recap. Working on sort of the template. If you have messaged me, it's gonna take me a while to get back to you, and we might be able to hook you up with some free games. Also, birthday coming up. If you want to give me something, send money to me via PayPal. I'll try and make a Wikipedia page, or whatever else. But the last thing I want to talk about is there's kind of been a raging debate ever since I started playing Fallout New Vegas, which I will get to re-uploading as soon as I possibly can on my alternate channel. But there's been a huge debate raising, or going on, whatever you want to say, about whether or not in Fallout New Vegas they're actually pronouncing Caesar the right way, whether it's Caesar or Kaiser. And I asked my Russian teacher this today, and you might be thinking, why the hell did you ask your Russian teacher? Well, the man's a linguistic genius and can speak like a dozen languages, including fluent Latin. So I asked him, is the C in Latin, is it pronounced as a hard C, or is it like an S, as we've been saying? And then we got like a half-an-hour lecture about the history of ancient Latin and how nobody really knows, but it was almost definitely pronounced Kaiser in his time, not Caesar. Caesar is actually a French pronunciation. So that kind of puts, in my mind, to me, he's a man whose opinion I value and trust, and who I feel is very knowledgeable in the situation. So, to me, that puts the debate to rest in my mind. It's actually Kaiser, not Caesar. We've been mispronouncing it this whole time. So, we're all ignorant fools. And from now on, I'm going to try and shed that and pronounce Caesar as it should be, Kaiser. But that also means that apparently in Latin, like this hard C is, we've been mixing up the C with this S for a while now. Like centurion is supposed to be centurion, and Macedon is actually supposed to be Macedon, which I thought was fascinating. So there you go, crash course on Latin. But then again, with the most widely accepted theory is that it would be pronounced Kaiser. But then again, nobody knows exactly how people spoke 2,000 years ago. A lot of the subtle nuances are lost. So maybe that's not how his name is pronounced after all. But to the best of our knowledge, that's how it goes. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Joseph, signing off for now, and I'll see you guys later.